The ultimate board is a cross between a flat piece of timber, or say a door going through waves, and a beach ball. And it might sound a bit funny, but when you think about it, it's quite on the money. Like a beach ball, if it's being pushed by a wave, it's never going to go under the water. It's always going to roll. It's always going to flow. And although quite slow, it'll never purl or nosedive. Whereas, say, a door will be super fast and scoot across a wave so quickly, but it'll be really catchy and edgy and impossible to ride, as is the beach ball, of course. So combining those two to create a board that has the right amount of speed and yet still forgiving enough to be able to fit in every part of the wave. The ocean, it's something that I'd have trouble living without, to be honest. I really like the flow and the peacefulness of the ocean. I know that sounds pretty corny, but it's so therapeutic. So my own style, it's probably stemmed from lack of trying to steer clear of surf trends and surfboard trends. You can pretty much break down most decades by the shape of a board. So I try to stay clear of extremities, basing stuff on logic, and so therefore my boards are probably slightly different, a bit wider and thicker, and they handle a lot of different situations a lot easier than a really sensitive performance board. Kind of like driving an old car versus driving a high performance Porsche. The raw board, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little board. Like all boards, I try to make them easy to surf, and so there's extra volume, there's extra curve in the outline, but it's got a nice single concave that's really powerful, and yeah, it's going to be a super fun board to ride for a lot of different levels of surfing, from intermediate through to fully advanced.
The joint's basically a carbon fibre mortise and tenon joint. It's sort of like a tongue and a groove that slots together, and then it's got two bolts that lock it in place so it can't come out in the surf. The Mctavish surfboard is a little bit wider than your everyday shortboard, so I had to put a little bit wider tongue in the surfboard to spread the weight over a larger surface area so that the board wouldn't snap.
It's really cool. It's super fresh. I like it. I could see it being pretty functional in the future, especially city life, jumping on trains, fitting your board in the back of those little cars, running on battery power. It's progressive. It's good. I'm a fan.